One of the highlights of that global event came during the closing, a speech by U.S. President Barack Obama. Our Jung-hee shares with us the final address of his term on a global platform.
At the news conference following the 2016 Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit held in Lima, Peru, outgoing U.S. President Barack Obama defended his core legacies, free trade and security. While reaffirming the U.S. commitment to the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal, Obama also called for greater efforts to end the violence in war-torn Syria and pressed Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Indicating to him that we are still deeply concerned about the bloodshed and chaos that's being sown by constant bombing attacks by Assad and the Russian military against populations in Aleppo, and the need for us to arrive first at some sort of humanitarian ceasefire and begin moving towards a political transition of some sort.
The outgoing president also described the U.S.'s global responsibilities as being indispensable. He emphasized that the U.S. has to stand and fight for what's right, though it is not able to handle every problem all the time.
There are other very important countries, like China. If it weren't for China's cooperation, we couldn't have gotten the Paris Agreement done. But China's not the one who was going around organizing 200 nations to sign on to a Paris Agreement. Russia is a very significant military power, but they're not worrying right now about how to rebuild after a hurricane in Haiti. We are.
Obama took a wait-and-see approach towards the incoming Donald Trump administration. He asked the international community to give the newly elected Republican time and an open mind, but also added that he reserves his right to speak out once the new president-elect's policies violate certain U.S. values or ideals. Jung-hee, Arirang News.